Hey gorgeous, I am back today, and today is my first video back since I went to Miami for my Millionaires Intensive. And for this video, I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys. I've been feeling that lot lately where I don't really have a topic for videos. I just want to come say hi. I did that where we ended up doing the accidental mansion tour. So today is another one of those types of videos. I just want to say a whole bunch of things. This is going to be like our hunt, like it's our gather like session where when we used to live in tribal days, men were hunters and women were gatherers, and they evolved to use communication language like speech differently. And so a lot of women just have to like hear themselves talking and say a whole bunch of stuff to make sense of it and also to connect with other women. So this is going to be that video where I'm just like just whatever comes up, I'm just going to say it. Okay, so first and foremost, for the last couple of years, I have been doing really deep high-end divinity work. Most of you guys know my 4 stages of goddess evolution. There's basic babe, self-aware Barbie, million-dollar babe, and high-end divinity. Up until about 2 years ago, I was only teaching the basic babes, the self-aware Barbies, and the million-dollar babes. And in the last 2 years, this has really changed. As I have gone deeper and deeper into my own study and my work and my embodiment, I am now attracting a lot more women that are also doing their inner work and they want to go deeper. And that's where a lot of my metaphysical content is coming, those timeline jumping, a lot of that deeper stuff, that's where that is coming from. So what I've decided is that because I do cater to all of these different stages, most of my clients that come in, like a big chunk of them, I would say 70 to 80% are in the self-aware Barbie. And then we have million-dollar babes and high-end divinity. So because of that, I'm going to start catering my in-person intensives a little bit differently, like structuring them a little bit differently. Up until now, I've just had this one style of, well, I've done like 2 different styles, but I've never like made it clear. So here's the container that will be changing for my in-person events. So there will be taught in levels. So there will be level 1 trainings, level 2 trainings, level 3 trainings, and level 4 trainings. Level 1 trainings are going to be open to everyone. So anyone that's following my work, who's a woman, who's doing her inner work, and she wants to come to my in-person intensives, she resonates with my work, she can go ahead and sign up and join. So Miami was a level 1 training because we had people that had been doing advanced level work with me for like 5 years that came, and we also had people that that was the first thing that they were ever doing with me. So that was level 2. And I'm sorry, level 1. Level 1 will generally have a larger crowd. So like anything more than 15 people, typically I go 15 to like the largest we've ever had is 36. That was like a big container expansion for me. Miami was 33 women. So anything above 15 people that's open to the public is going to be a level 1 training for my in-person intensives. Level 2 will be from like 10 people to 15 people. Level 3 will be about 6 to like 8, 9 people. And then level 4 will be like 2 or 3 women and just me. The smaller the group, the higher the level, the deeper the work, because I can give you a lot more like one-on-one attention. Obviously, we can really go deep into your particular blocks, your subconscious, and this will always be listed on my in-person intensives. The levels 3 and 4, well, actually 2, 3, and 4 will not be open to the public, so which means you can go and read the sales page, but you have to contact my team and we will review your inner work history with us. We'll see how many courses you've taken, if you completed those courses, where you're at in your journey, and decide if you will be a good match for that particular level. And I think this will really help set that container for everyone, because what we don't want is people coming into those higher level intensives and then feeling lost or feeling like, oh my God, you're going too fast or you're going too deep and I'm not there yet. So to make sure that everyone is on a similar path and journey, I'm going to start doing it this way. So the Hawaii intensive is currently right now, we have 9 women that have signed up. I have spot for I'll take maybe like 2 more people, maybe 3, depending on how advanced the student is, what their history is with us. And so that will end up then being a level 2 training. St. Thomas, which has been reserved for July of this year, St. Thomas, US Virgin Islands, will be a level 3 training because that's going to be, the max for that will be 8 people. So that's how I'm doing it right now. And later on this year, I'll also try to do like a very, very small group level 4 training where we're like just like maybe 2 or 3 women and me and just going really, really all in and deep. So I'm really excited about that. I think that's a really next level for everyone, for all of us, for me as well. You know, I do my inner work through these trainings as well. I always want to expand more and hold myself to a higher standard of embodiment, leadership, teaching, all of those amazing things. So that's the first announcement that I wanted to make. The second thing is that when we were at the Miami intensive, a group of women asked me if I would reopen the university bundle, the original one with all, you know, lifetime access to all current and future courses. And of course, I said I would absolutely love to open that up. And so since I opened it up for them, I opened it up for everyone. They did get a special discount code. So if you came to Miami, make sure you get that code. We emailed it out to you guys, and you can also contact my team at theuniverseguru@gmail.com for that code if you were at Miami. But for everyone else, we did open the university bundle until March 13, 2023. The cart is now currently open. You can pay in full to get the largest discount. It's already over 50% off all of my courses. Currently, it's like buy all at once. So we are not removing old courses that you've bought from that bundle. It's a new energy. It's a new decision from your part. It's a new like choosing into. So the way we're doing it is that you're getting that energy all at once and purchasing it at once. So you can pay in full for the biggest discount. I'm offering a 3-month personal payment plan. And then if you are a US citizen, you can also use Affirm, Klarna, Afterpay, and PayPal for Pay to get additional payment plans options for you that are going to be extended pay and all of that stuff. So that is linked in the description box as well. Also, you can purchase the recordings for the Millionaires Intensive also. So I've linked that below. The other thing I want to say is that I am always doing my inner work. I love growing and I love expanding, and I see my inner work as this fine tuning and creating this masterpiece of a life. And the way that I'm creating this masterpiece, my son's gonna get that. That may be the YouTube plaque. Let me just make sure he's coming down. I hear footsteps. Okay, that may be the YouTube plaque for the 100K. So the more I work on myself, the deeper I go, the more embodied I am, the more I grow, and the more my life grows, my manifestation grows, my business grows, the level of space that I'm able to hold for my family, for my friends, for my community, for you, all of that expands as sort of a side effect, symptom of like me expanding, right? And so I'm currently again in one of those huge kind of fine-tuning the masterpiece of the woman that I am, saying, you know, who am I and what parts of me am I removing that is no longer set with my identity. And that's where that timeline jumping comes in, because I'm always evaluating in my journal, in my meditation, in my everyday life, what no longer resonates, what needs better alignment, where am I headed. So I have a kind of a embarrassing story to share with you of something that literally happened today. I typically don't share examples from my inner work that are that raw and real because it's like I need to process it, but I feel like I'm ready to share with you the peasantry that I was doing and just show you the process of how I work through blocks or limiting beliefs and things like that. So you guys know I have been working out for like a decade in my home gym. That's how I work out best, is at home by myself, creating my own workout routine. And my entire body has changed as a result of that. Like all of the pregnancy hanging down low of and all of the things that happen from childbearing, like everything's put back in its place and it's tight and it's nice. And I feel really just blessed to be in this divine, yummy, delicious body. Having said that, there's more. I get to have more, right? So in the last, maybe 3 or 4 months, I've been really having this desire to have like the next level body, like to push myself a little bit more, to like go a little bit more. Oh my God, that's Ray, our aquarium guy. That's who came in and he can hear my entire conversation. Okay, just expand out of it, Mina. How awkward. Okay. He's a sweetie. He's the nicest guy ever, but this is totally weird. Okay, so let me just bring you closer to myself. Okay, come here. Come closer. Okay, lean in, girl. Lean in. Okay. So I've been like wanting to be just a little bit like more like, I don't know, toned, like a little bit more, okay? Now, keeping in mind that I am a Kibbe romantic type, so someone else that works out similarly to me has the same lifestyle with a different type, and if that person and me have the same body fat percentage, I'm still gonna look a little bit more softer and fleshy because I am a romantic body type. So keeping that all in mind, but of course knowing that I can manifest the body that I want, keeping that in mind, I had this body type in mind and I kept saying to God, that's my body type. I know I can do it. I can have that. It vibes with me. Like, I know it's achievable. Like, show me the way. Like, where can I fine tune and masterpiece myself a little bit more? So anyways, I'm at the Miami Intensive. First of all, even before that happened, my husband suggests that we resume our evening walks. So in the old house, we used to do these really long, amazing family evening walks. And then when we moved in here, we had so much like different projects and things going on that we stopped doing them. So a few weeks ago, he suggests, let's start doing it again. And then we realized a lot of our neighbors also do it. And we found out that if you make one lap in our subdivision, it's 1.6 miles. And if you make 2, it's 3.2. So we started walking 3.2 miles every single day, every single evening. And I started immediately already start noticing like more of a toning up. I started seeing more of my abs. I'm like, yes, it's working. Universe, tell me more, tell me more. What else do you want me to do? So I go to the Hawaii Intensive and like 4 or 5 girls there literally had the exact body type that's like my body type, the one that I'm meant to have, the one that the universe is like literally dangling in front of me saying, this is the next level, Mina. So I end up on a brunch on the last day with 2 of these girls and I'm like, hey, girly, what's up? What are you doing? What's your workout routine like? Like I could see that they work out, but it didn't look the same as what I'm doing. Like their body just looked different. And both of them, without skipping a beat, said Pilates. Both of them. In that moment, guess what I decided? Okay, Mina, this is the answer. When we get home, we're starting Pilates. So that day I get on a flight, I come back home. Literally the next day, I was so tired that same day, so I did not work out that day. But the next day, I went on YouTube, started, found the girl that I love, which is from Love is Blind, Raven. Love her. I'm following her YouTube channel and her workouts. I love her because, one, I love her personality. Secondly, she doesn't talk to you like you're a child. She talks to you like you're a full-grown adult. I can't do the whole mother energy thing. Like, please don't, I'm a 42-year-old woman. Stop treating me like I'm 2. So Raven doesn't do that. So I love working out with her. So here's the interesting thing. This is where the inner work part comes in. So I do her workout the first day. Freaking hurts like hell. Love every second of it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm not as fit as I thought. This is like working very different muscles. So that day I'm talking to my husband and I'm like, oh, this felt so good. I'm gonna do Pilates. And I found myself saying to him, I'm gonna do the mat Pilates at home for 3 days, for 3 months. And then after that, I will join a gym. I had already Googled and there was like this Pilates, not a gym, but a Pilates like studio where they have those machines and like personal trainers. And then so I said, I'm gonna do this at home for 3 months. And then I will join one of those reformer Pilates workouts. And he just kind of was like, okay, okay. The next day, again, I did another Pilates workout. Loved it. This time I'm having better form. And again, I find myself saying to myself in my journal, after I do this for 3 months, and then I will join the reformer Pilates studio. Meanwhile, I'm on YouTube watching all these women having these amazing transformational journey, and a lot of them are saying, we go to the studio, it's worth going to the studio. During this time, all of my limiting beliefs and all of my BS about you don't like working out at gyms, you hate group classes, you should do it at home for 3 months first, all of this stuff is coming up. And like I taught you guys in the Savage course yesterday, I'm forming those thought bubbles of those limiting beliefs and literally letting them fly away while saying, God, I get to have this body. You obviously put it in my heart. I'm loving these workouts. I get to do this. So today was my third workout, my third Pilates workout. Today, again, in my journal, I'm like, I'm loving this. I can already see better tone coming in. I love the way it feels in my body. I just feel so alive. This feels amazing. I'm gonna do this for 3 months, and then I'm going to go to the reformer, the Pilates studio. And then right as I said that, I heard the word peasant. And I'm like, excuse me, what? You peasant? And I'm like, who said that? What do you mean? And then the answer came to me. The answer was, if one of your students was coming up to you and saying, hey, I'm gonna do this for 3 months first, and then I'm gonna do this other thing, you would have ripped them apart. You would have been like, stop acting like a peasant, stop acting like there's linear time, stop acting like you have to do X, Y, Z first, and then you get to have the full thing. Stop doing that. If you want to go to the group classes or private classes, it's literally walking distance from your house, and get the F up and go do it now. So this is right when I had just finished I had already finished my workout for that day. So I search up that studio that I had seen, start texting them, and long story short, I'm going tomorrow. I bought private sessions with them. They're gonna teach me how to do it, doing a whole assessment, teach me full form, private one-on-one with the freaking owner of that studio. This is what I call timeline jumping. So the St. Thomas event that's happening in July in US Virgin Islands is literally called timeline jumping. So technically, I had this whole thing of I'm gonna work out for 3 months at home, and this is the kind of body that I'm allowed to have because I'm only working out at home, doing mat Pilates, and walking 3 miles a week, 3 miles a day, and doing lifting 2 to 3 days a week, right? So this is what I'm allowed to have. But after 3 months, I'm going to see bigger results because after 3 months, I'm somehow magically allowed to go into the studio and get better results because right now I'm going to be a peasant instead, right? Do you see that it doesn't make any sense? And so me making that decision today that no, I get to collapse time, full time, bend time, and make whatever I thought was the 3-month out goal literally happen this month. So the body that I thought I was going to have in 3 months or 4 months or 5 months, I'm gonna get it this month because that's what I believe, that I can do that. It's available to me. The things that I would only allow myself to do then, therefore getting the body then, I can do them now. I can do them now. So this is literally how you bend time. A lot of times we can get really caught up in the theory of it, in the how-to of it, but really what is the actual aligned action that you're taking, right? So look, I did the metaphysical. In the story that I told you, I did the belief system stuff. I did the not choosing the ego stuff. I did the journaling stuff. I did the choosing new core beliefs thing. And then I also took aligned action. I asked the girls, hey, what's your secret? What are you doing? I also DM'd them in the group chat that we still have for Millionaires Mammies and said, hey, are you doing mat? Are you doing group? I also listened to those internal nudges where I found myself telling Irfan, telling my son, telling my journal, in 3 months, I'm gonna get to do this, right? And then I called myself out on my own BS. And I said, why 3 months? What will be magically different in 3 months where you suddenly get to have permission to do the way that you want to do it? I can just do it now. Now, I'm still not at like the group level. Like I'm not comfortable enough to do the group classes. So I'm like, you know what? What's one way to make it easier and more aligned? Private classes. So that might be, I might do private for a month or 2 months or however long, and then move to group, because then I can move along at everyone's pace and do that, right? But I still listen to myself, listen to what I need, made it easier, made it more aligned, but like called myself out on the BS as well. So that is literally the definition of timeline jumping, where you don't have to choose into things later. You can choose into them now. Catch yourself when you're doing this. That's how I've been, if you've been watching my journey for the last 2 years, that's how I've been able to manifest even faster and faster, because I catch myself with those weird stories. When I'm like 3 months later, someday, when the stars align, when the moon is yellow, all of that, like, no, right now. One of the biggest things I've learned is that the universe loves speed. The faster I go, the faster it goes. The faster I move, the faster it literally mirrors me back. So no, we're not doing linear time anymore. We're not doing 3 months later. No, now, today. And let me tell you, I'm watching myself in my iPhone filming this, and I'm already like, my body's already like halfway there, just because I said it gets to happen this month and not 3 months later. Okay, so university bundle link is in the description box. Let me know what's coming up for you. Where in your life are you like 3 months later, next year, when the water turns purple? Like, where are you doing this, and why not just do it today? Why not just decide to do it today, and then let the money show up, let the guy show up, let the universe do its part, because you're doing your part. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, babe.